Goa, pomegranate, lime, breadfruit, hibiscus, ixora, musanda, ornamental rubber, and many other plants produce roots on their stems naturally. But the rooting is not enough to produce an independent viable plant for commercial planting. The systematic method of inducing enough roots on these stems is called air layering. Now let us study the method in detail. Bending and putting the stems in the soil for rooting was the earlier practice, but the availability of such stems was very limited. Hence, the method was modified to root at any height of the plant. This is called as air layering. Select a healthy twig of finger size for layering. Put 2 knife marks around the bark and take out a ring of bark. Scrape the greenish cell layer on the stem to avoid rejoining of the bark. To induce more root, IBA hormone of 500 ppm concentration may be applied. Sphagnum moss is commonly used as rooting media. This is a fern growing on trees in the forest or on the ground in hilly region. This is a very loose medium with high water holding capacity. This sphagnum moss is available for sale in the shops selling nursery equipments. Even the sawdust, powdered organic manure are in use as rooting medium, but moss is the best one. Wet the sphagnum moss and squeeze it to drain excess water. Otherwise, it will result in the decay of the stem and bark inside the layer ball. Tie a plastic sheet with the help of a jute thread below the layer mark. Fold it upward to get a packet shape. Fill the packet with the moist sphagnum moss tightly. Again, tie the opening at the top. Tying should be tight enough to make the layer ball airtight. It will root within 5 to 6 weeks. After enough roots are visible, put 2 vertical cuts below the layer ball in a week interval. Then separate the layer from the mother plant. Cut off the tender portion of the layer plant to minimize evaporation, since the roots are yet to establish. Remove the plastic sheet, plant it in a poly bag, and keep it under shade. Air layering is the only commercial method of propagation in pomegranate and Goa. We can produce layers in large numbers if we have enough mother plants. Air layering is a simple and cheaper method of plant multiplication. But the plant dies after separation if the rooting is not proper. It is opined that the layer plant cannot withstand drought since it has no taproot system. But nowadays, the plantations will have assured irrigation. Hence, the air layering has become a popular method of plant propagation.